Some people speak their pain out loud, others retreat into silence. Not out of coldness, not because they don't feel deeply, but because for them, silence is how they process emotions. It's how they navigate pain, uncertainty, and sorrow. We live in a world that equates communication with expression, where speaking up is seen as strength and silence is often mistaken for indifference. But what if silence is its own language? What if, instead of being a void, it is actually filled with meaning? The truth is, their quiet response has been shaped by experience. Maybe they once tried to express their feelings, only to be ignored. Maybe they were met with anger instead of understanding. Maybe they learned over time that speaking up only brought more pain, more misunderstanding, more rejection. So now, they sit with their emotions. They think before they speak. They reflect before they react, not because they don't care, but because they care too much. Society teaches us to equate silence with detachment. We assume that if someone isn't speaking, they must not feel deeply. That if they don't express themselves in ways we understand, they must not be processing at all. But that's not true. Silence is not the absence of emotion. It's the presence of contemplation. It is the quiet space where they make sense of the world. It is where they feel, heal, and search for the right words, if words are even necessary at all. The greatest mistake we make is assuming that silence means nothing, when in reality, silence can mean, I'm hurting, but I don't know how to say it. I need time to process this before I respond. I want to be understood without having to explain myself. And most of all, I need someone who doesn't mistake my silence for absence. They don't want to be forced into conversation before they're ready. They don't want to be told to just say something when they're still sorting through their emotions. What they long for is someone who understands. Someone who knows that silence isn't distance. It's a different kind of presence. Someone who doesn't demand immediate answers, but allows space for reflection. Someone who recognizes that just because they aren't speaking doesn't mean they aren't feeling. Because for them, silence is not rejection. It's a different language of feeling. To be truly seen and understood is not to be pushed, but to be accepted as they are. It's knowing that love, connection, and understanding don't always need words. Sometimes they just need space. And if you're someone who loves a person like this, don't try to pull words out of them before they're ready. Instead, sit with them in the quiet. Because in doing so, you're saying, I hear you, even in your silence. And that is a kind of understanding that words will never match.